Oh wait, we're back. Oh good grief. Woo. Wow, okay, that was rough. That was rough. Alright, good lord. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a delay while everything just sort of gets back up and running again, but hi. Alright, so I apologize for that, guys. My internet just went completely poof. I guess alpacas got at the wires or something like that. But yeah, just completely futzed out. It didn't even go down in a normal way. It just sort of stopped working. Everything said that it was working fine. It just wasn't working anyway. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Alrighty. So where were we? We were doing fights. So I apologize for Dylan and Neon. We didn't get to see the end of your fight, but I'm sure it was a good one. I was enjoying myself very much. Okay, now I don't know who is still actually hanging around. I know that next on the list for fights was Mist Zero versus Kalpesh. If you guys are around and still, up for a battle, let me know and we'll carry on with it. Otherwise, we'll kind of round down. Your Zelda game came early today, Mist. Now with the Wolf Link amiibo. Nice, very cool. Take photos, share it in the Arcanauts Discord channel. I think everybody who uses amiibo stuff would be very jealous. And all the Link fans, apart from anything else. Okay, so yes, stream is alive. Mahu, yes. Sorry, my internet just went completely. Will, hello, yes, thank you. I'm back. Stream's timing reset. Does that mean the whole stream is not going to be archived? The stream will be archived. It's just it may be archived in 2 parts. I hope not. I can actually just quickly double check. I'll see if it's trying to upload itself. Which would be awkward, but hey. Let me just check. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be in 2 parts. The first part is already uploaded and is processing, so that'll be available now. So, Fresh, hi-oh, welcome. Kalpesh, you're ready. Excellent, good. Okay, so Kalpesh, if you and Miss Zero are ready with your mono mana deck, we will observe that. And then we will see if anybody else wants to fight. And if they do, we will set up a second set. And if not, we'll wrap up. So, who is it? It's Kalpesh, it's Khengi versus Neon. Mist, sorry. Blah, where is he? Neon? Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing on the sheet. Ready when Ark is ready? I'm ready. Ready, set, goat. Yay, the stream's live. Yes, that would have been very bad if the internet just had not come back up and I'd had to have stopped it there. That would have been really awkward. Captured Dark is worth 300k? Man, I'd say so. Yeah, it seems alright. I mean, I'm not really a market player, but yeah, I wouldn't raise my eyebrows too much at that. It's back on! Progeny before you go. Before you can, he has permission to have your fight. If Progeny is not around for any reason, Neon, I think he's on the Discord. So, okay, here we go. Mist Zero versus Khengi. Spectate. Okay, and Void is up for a fight, which is always nice. Okay, good. So, Khengi up at the top with 1 mutant. Mist Zero down the bottom with 1 mutant. And Khengi opens immediately with a Mana Book of Knowledge. Interesting. And Mist Zero opens with a Jax note. Okay. So both of them trying to ramp up as quickly as possible. Pretty cool. So they both level up. They both have, more or less the same resources. A Will of the Wisp comes out, which is nice because it basically refunds its own cost, partially at any rate, when it dies. Archmage Zeras comes out. Now that is gonna be awkward. Now that is kind of borderline gimmick, so we'll see how the chat feels about that. Nedova comes out, which is okay. Yeah, it's not really going to block his ability, unfortunately. Where can you find a list of the story mode cards, Fresh? I don't think there is one. You can try looking on the unofficial wiki, but when I last checked, they didn't have a list of all the rewards for all of the story mode cards yet, so I don't think so. Book duel, Pegasus, yes. Yes. You are the shield boys, and these are the book boys. Counterspell, or countersummon comes out, countered by Nerva, allowing Undine to come out onto the field. Archmage Xerath is going to activate his ability next turn, and at that point I assume we're going to see something like an ultimate reversal of time. So this will be interesting. Miss Zero levels up and charges up, which is the best choice, really. It just ensures that you get as many resources as possible so that you can counter this Duela's Rage. And there's the ultimate reversal of time, countered by the counter spell. Interesting, interesting. And he can't even revive and play it again because he's only at level 2. Nicely countered. Nicely countered. Alright, so the Meteor Drop comes out, doesn't hit the Archmage Xerath because he's not in the middle. And Miss Zero charges up. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Number 13 comes out, alright. Which is, again, fairly stable, fairly standard. The Flying Sword is summoned out thanks to her ability, and that puts 16 damage onto the board. So that's awkward. A Meteor Drop of his own, and with that, Mist Zero clears the field nicely, including that Archmage Xerath. That is one hell of a turnaround. Nicely done. Nicely done. Neon, you're off to bed, are you? Nighty night. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Nothing there. You wonder why no one made the list? I think it'd be very interesting for many players. Yeah, I agree, Fresh. I mean, while you're playing through the story, if you feel like updating the wiki yourself, that would be very, very helpful. Miss Zero charges up, charges up, charges up. The Black Spirit is going to get 7 damage off, but Mist isn't really feeling the pain right now. He'll still be left with double the amount of resources, health rather, that Khengi has. So that's going to be pretty good. So let's see. Charging up again. Charging up again, charging up again. And charging up, charging up, charging up. Everybody's just trying to regain their resources at this point. So the Black Spirit gets another shot. And Miss Zero resurrects from the grave and drops down another Seeker, Nerva. Energy value of 3, which is an odd number. And there comes the Archmage Xerath again. It'll be interesting to see if Miss Zero can turn that Xerath thing around again or not. So charging, 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 continuing to take those hits. He's playing a bit dangerously because this Black Spirit is now going to take him down to 3 HP. So Khengi's charging up just to maintain as large a resource advantage as he possibly can. Mist charges up, and plays... what? Earthquake. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so that will leave Nerva alive, but it will in fact kill the Archmage Xerath. So again, nicely saved from the Archmage. Drops his own resources down fairly low, so he doesn't necessarily have an answer to whatever's coming out next, and it is unfortunate. It is the new number 13. Placed in front of the Nerva, though, so... no, it's still problematic because the Flying Sword's ability is going to kill the Nerva, and then number 13 is going to have the damage. So Miss Zero says good job and is sportsmanlike about charging up 3 times. Khengi is not being sportsmanlike and decides to play cards even though he doesn't need to in order to win. Tut tut. And number 13 lands a finishing blow. Nevertheless, very, very impressive play by Miss Zero there, managing to shut down an Archmage Xerath twice in one game. If it hadn't been for that number 13, that game very likely would have been Miss Zero's. Well done to both players anyway. Very well played. Yeah, very nicely done. Okay. Sorry. That. And Calpesh. Okay. Alright, so... we do have one more fight on the board, which is Progeny versus Yellow Dragon. If you guys are around and do still want to fight, let me know. Otherwise, as I said before, we will start to wrap up. That's the word I was stumbling for. Okay. So weird, my numbers are just not updating on everything. Mahu, can you go again after the Progeny one? If you can find somebody who's willing to fight you, absolutely. So, Progeny versus Yellow Dragon. If Yellow Dragon's still around and still wants to fight. If Yellow's not still around or doesn't want to fight, then Progeny can fight Mahu. Let's see. Who do you add, Progeny? Depends on whether or not Yellow Dragon is around or not. Number 13 too strong. Because in the mono decks, yeah, number we may have to say in the future for mono decks, don't bring number 13. We'll see. We'll see. You don't see Yellow online. Okay. Well, if Yellow's not around, then... And he doesn't seem to be. Then Progeny versus Mahu. So both of you put your usernames into the chat so that you can add each other. And so that I can be sure that I actually have you guys added. Oh, almost out of arc juice. That's the sign that the stream is coming to an end. Okay. Miss Zero is willing to use a police deck for a normal duel. Alright. So if anybody wants to fight Mist, post in the chat. Otherwise... as I say, we'll wrap up after the Progeny versus Mahu deck. It's weird saying Mahu mate. Mate, mate. Mate kudasai. Flashbacks to teaching Japanese kindergartners. Mate, Davidson, mate, mate, mate. Nani? Salsin versus... Rematch. Finally get your Sophocles in the 7th booster fresh. Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. If you enjoy tricksy, tactical kinds of cards, you'll very much enjoy Sophocles. He's very, very interesting. Every time I see Epoli, I think Ebola. I don't know why. Let me just keep refreshing until Rematch and Salsin fight. RIP Part 2. You even DL Twitch. Downloaded Twitch. You don't download Twitch, do you? Unless you're talking about an app on your phone. In which case, okay. Good, good. Looks like the two duelists are ready. Who will emerge victorious? Let's find out. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Alright, so Progeny versus Mahu. Salsin versus Rematch. Mate kudasai, please wait. Yes. Okay, so Rematch, you're still using the Christmas brand with 3 mutants, and we see one now, Trap in the Castle, versus Salsin using 1 mutant and the Sarah hero, which is nice. Okay, so that Trap in the Castle is going to shut down the elephant unless Salsin decides to use something like a Holy Missile or something to clear out the path, which he may very well do, and he does. Okay. Really? Okay. Maybe that was a slip of the hand? Because that doesn't really make sense. Oh, I see what it is. All right, okay. It's another aggro deck, charging up the traps into castles. Generally uses Phantom of the Wolf, Bard Song, Bloody Aurora, that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun, that deck, although it's extraordinarily vulnerable to AoE. A misplay, Georgia. Yeah, I assume so. Because, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so, strong aggro opening. But, as I say, very vulnerable to removal. Capture card onto its side of the field, that's fine. I mean, a Holy Missile would have removed it, and arguably better in terms of resource management, but This way it does mean that he either gets boosts to his own creatures, or Remington's going to be forced to use up resources on a removal for the Phantom of the Wolf. Trap deck, yeah. You wish you had 1,000,000 gold, Kalpesh thought for you to buy favorite. You're going to need more than 1,000,000 gold if you want to buy good cards these days. Another Phantom of the Wolf comes out. Are we going to see like a Bard song or something? There we go, Bard song. I like the deck, but it is very predictable. And that is going to actually be game. For these kinds of decks, you're going to need your own trap in the castle. You need AoE spells, you know, that kind of thing to deal with them. Good game, good game. Always nice to see you know, fun little decks coming out like the trap booster decks. Hellhound, go Pegasus. Yeah, Hellhound is it's a perfect shutdown to that kind of deck. Your traps have armor. Yeah, the trap, it wouldn't work against the armored up traps, but it's a solid counter to traps normally. But you know, like Magic Gourd Bomb is perfect against that kind of thing. Psychic Storm is perfect against that kind of thing. And it's the only deck where you don't use AoE. Yeah, it's always the way. Miss Zero, anyone want to see his outdated police deck? Okay. And Steve is having trouble finding Neon's channel. Steve, I think Neon's gone to bed, but if you join the Arcanauts Discord channel, you can talk to him there and get the details. It's the only place I know where you can where you're going to be able to guarantee to talk to him. So I'll just post the Discord link down there. That's for the Arcanauts. So anybody want to fight Mist Zero using his police deck? And I've got another thing here. A gift from Sloth, thank you very much, and a gift from Pushin, thank you very much, I appreciate that. That's going to go towards cards, which will go towards videos. Alright. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And we get rid of those. Okay. Okay, we got that ready. Alright. You want to see someone that's June? Yep. You think that was so disappointing? Why are you getting so wrecked lately, Magician? It's not really your fault. The trap booster deck is kind of like a borderline gimmick deck. If you don't happen to have the precise counters it requires, which in this case is low cost AoE, you will just lose to it. You can do a last one. You will be a good evil. Okay. So Mist versus Dark Good Evil. No, Dark Red Good. There we go. Dark Red Good. Okay, so yes, Dark Red Evil volunteered first. So Dark Red Evil versus Mist Zero. So just load this up. This is beginning to go pretty slow again. This phone of mine. I need some sort of coolant system for it. Alright. Wow, everybody wants to fight him. Well, if you're being fair, Dark Red Evil did challenge you first, Miss. But it is up to you who you want to fight. You have your pick. Everybody wants to fight you. I don't know if you should be flattered or insulted, honestly. Actually, I don't know why I'm refreshing. I'll wait until Mist picks somebody to fight, and then we'll start this whole refreshing thing. Ugh, what do you want, Scamcat? It's like every 3 minutes with you. No. Yeah, there we go. Good lord. Alright, while Mist is figuring stuff out, if anybody has any questions, requests, or suggestions, comment in the chat. And if you're interested in a tournament on one of these live streams, then join up the Arcanaut Discord channel. We're discussing currently ban lists and brackets and rewards and sideboarding and all that kind of thing. So if you're at all interested in getting involved in any kind of tournament play, stop on by. Apparently nobody wants to share their IGN with Mist. What was my best trade with Scamcat? I honestly don't remember. I have a vague recollection of managing to trade something really weird, like a couple of goblin bomb squads for a dark lady share +1. It's like, wow. Something like that. I don't know if that was it exactly, but it was that level of a trade. And I was just like, oh my goodness, it's never happened since. I don't remember the last time I traded with Scamcat. He just offers nothing. You guess you're going to have to reinstall Discord again, Mahu, yeah? At least you're happy Scamcat gave you a mutant Turk +1 dark for some mutant which you couldn't sell for a nice price. Nice, very nice. Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, you know, technically the normal Turk +1 is better because he's not as vulnerable to Holy Missile, but still, it's pretty good. It means that you can use like a Turk +1 dark alongside something like, you know, Nereva or Counterspell, so that's an advantage. Your best was a Partel Mutant Dark. Oh, that's so bad. A green bomb squad clean. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a nice one. I have a +1 Goblin Nature bomb squad, which is not so great. Yours was a Nereva -1, was it, Andrew? That's okay. That's okay. Nereva +1 is the one that I would really quite like to get my hands on. I only have a normal Nereva right now. Okay, so here we go. Khengi, apparently, versus Mist Zero. Yeah. Alright, so we're just watching this. Apparently it's already well underway. Nobody feel the need to tell me these things are happening. I thought it was Dark Red Evil versus Mist. Anyway. So we're seeing with these synthesized zombies, it's obvious that Khengi's running a synthesis zombie deck. So yeah, some good. Scamcat gave you Dark Betrayal, George. Holy moly. Wow. That's a hell of a trade. Stone Curse comes out. Arrow of Revenge comes out. Not sure why. It wasn't necessary. Khengi being unsportsmanlike. Anyway, we saw the end of that fight. Next time, maybe tell me when you guys are about to start fighting. Unless you did and I missed it. Which is entirely possible. You're waiting for Evil, but he never gave you the... well, he did. Apparently, it's all the way up there. It's Dark Red Evil. Gave it to you 3 minutes ago, though. So, you guys... Do you want to have a fight with Dark Red Evil Mist? Let me know. If you do, we'll watch one more of these fights. If not, we'll wrap up. There's a quick matchup. Oh. Quickly started, quickly finished. Good game with the Mist. I do enjoy Mist. I'm glad that they buffed that. It's still not really used much, but it's nice that it now doesn't cost ridiculous amounts of resources at level 3. Because people just weren't using it for the longest time. And now at least you do see it sometimes. And it is a surprise, because when people drop Nature, everyone expects like an Ambush Vine or a Hidden Spider or a Cocoon Trap. Nobody expects Mist. Ugh. And I'm out of Arc Juice. What? I have to stop that up. Bye juice. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, alright, so I assume Mist is not particularly interested in doing another fight. So, okie dokie. I think we will probably just wrap up there then. Before we do, as always, I'll leave it for another couple of minutes in case anybody has any questions they would like to ask, requests they'd like to make, or anything like that. I mean, we should be finishing up right now anyway. We've only, I mean, it's been 2 hours and 46 minutes at this point, so. You gotta go now. Nice stream, more fun than actually playing the arena. Yeah, I find that too. So you're around, don't forget to check Facebook messages. I will. Thank you very much, Mahu. I appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by and getting involved. Hopefully you can make it the next one. Mist isn't online anymore. Must have just immediately left. Okay, fair enough. Alright, well, Progeny and Void. Void hasn't actually fought yet. Okay, so we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Progeny versus Void. Okay? And that will be the last fight of the stream. So make it a good one. Bring your most fun decks. You didn't get to make your deck show anything because of zombies. Yeah, isn't that always the way? Just blasted zombies. You're gonna do arenas, are you, Progeny? Well, do a fight with Void first. You're busy, Mist. No, it's too late, Mist. You had your chance. Ah. Void versus Progeny, and then we will stop for the evening. Because apart from anything else, we have to stop for the evening. It's been just under 3 hours now. And I'd rather not murder my throat before making the PvP video tomorrow. On the subject of which, Mr. Hug, let's go PvP, Becca says, I'm not fighting you. My phone is boiling. I'm having to hold it all the way down here. It's so hot. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes, if anybody has any particular requests they'd like to see for the PvP video tomorrow, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just carry on with my current plans. Okay, so Anime Boy 366 versus Sausin. They look like they're starting up. It's okay, Mist. We will try to forgive you. We will work on it. Alright, so Void up at the top with 1 mutant and the Remiel hero, and Progeny down at the bottom with 2 mutants and the Sarah hero. Gold Mana Nature versus Gold Mana Nature. T1 cards never get to shine in these streams, Mist. Well, yeah, it's probably a good thing. We don't really want to see Amanza. It's a nightmare card. We'll see if I remember this one. Okay. C1 cards are OP. Like one C1 card is OP. The rest of them, people just tend not to use. I have like the desertification card, which I really like. Okay, so we're opening with, on Anime Boy's side, a assistant technician. Interesting. Okay, a very interesting play for a turn 1, given that it is a... You can remove it with a 1-cost spell. So let's see. Number 13 comes out and, ooh, snagged by that cocoon. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. Okay. Alright, out comes an Alron. A standard Alron, not a +1. So, interesting. The technician activates, but obviously has nobody to activate on. And Anime Boy is doing better in terms of resources than Saucian at the moment, but has significantly less board presence, and that Alron is a problem. Nevertheless, he has to level up to 2, and that's what he does. Alron manages to bring out a Vine, and that puts 7 damage onto the board. Trap! Cries Pegasus. Yes! It was a trap! It's my Admiral Akbar. It's very bad. Okay, so Saucian charges up and continues to think about it. Do you want to play aggressive? Do you want to build up more resources? My advice would be build up more resources at this point. You don't want to lag behind. You already have board presence, but he chooses to play a level 3 magic summoning bomb, which is quite interesting. He's possibly worried about a flame emission coming out and wiping out his creatures. So, let's see here. That cocoon will die before it gets to transform. Wow, Bang Shishigami comes out. Okay, so it's at level 2, which means it is going to get the area of effect attack off, which is pretty cool. So, and then Bang activates its ability, the AoE, kills that cocoon, kills the vine, and deals a decent amount of damage to that bomb. That's not going to hang around for much longer now, which is pretty cool. The magic missile comes out, and finally that poor little assistant technician goes bye-bye. Black might have to be off stream. My phone might not be on. I think my phone could possibly handle one more.
Double kill.
Okay, so Saucian has now claimed board control, but is lagging behind quite badly in resources. So, Anime Boy, Void, decides to summon a new number 13. I've got to stop calling it V number 13. It's not V, it's new number 13. Which will summon the Flying Sword, obviously. And now, does he want to be defensive at this point, or does he want to be a little bit more aggressive and perhaps block something? He goes for a, wow, Gold Druid Tarlac -1. Wow, we never see any kind of Tarlac, never mind a Gold -1 variant, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so Saucian is ready to level up, and that's what he does. He doesn't really have any resources to answer that entire line, which means the Tarlac is going to level up. There's nothing that he has that can deal with that. So, out goes the nature. It's a trap. And Tarlak transforms into the bear. The flying swords thing activates and takes Alron down within KO range of new number 13. And just like that, Salsin's entire board goes bye-bye. So, Anime Boy doesn't need to do anything at this point other than charge up and level up, but decides to play the Rhino King. Really, really aggressive. Okay, okay. We're going to see Arc versus Pegasus. No, not going to see Arc. My phone is way too hot to play any games right now. It's barely handling streaming this, and I am literally holding it down here. If I tried to have a fight, it would actually freeze up, unfortunately. But if you guys really want to see a fight versus me and Pegasus, then stop by the Discord, and we may have a fight at some point. Tomorrow, not later on today. It's very, very early in the morning for Pegasus right now. Must be what? It's what, nearly 6, so that's 3 a.m. It must be like 3 a.m. for you, Pegasus. What are you doing up? Okay, so yes, the capture came out, snagged the new number 13, which is going to activate the whole, flying sword cycle thing. The flying sword ability, though, isn't going to activate because Anime Boy's flying sword is going to kill it. Fresh. Why don't I use Nox? Because Nox doesn't run Mabinogi Duel flawlessly on my machine. There's a lot of lag on it. Mist, what about Black and you? Yes, we'll have. I'll spectate you and Black right after this fight. And then we'll finish. We'll definitely finish on that one. Stop making excuses. It is literally like 3 a.m. for Pegasus. I mean, if we fought, I would have an overheating phone and he would be nearly comatose. It's not exactly the kind of fight you want to see. You should be judged for your misdeeds, cried Tsubaki. Who's an interesting card. You do see her a fair amount. She's a nice card, I think. She slots just nicely into, yeah, she's basically worth her cost. You know how to apply for that championship I was talking about? Just stop by the... Oh, interesting. A Bullet of Illusion. Okay. Not sure why, but possibly has a plan. We'll find out. Yes, Cowpish, if you want to get involved in the tournament, just stop by the Discord, the Arcanauts Discord, and yeah, we'll discuss it. It's still in the planning stages at the moment. We haven't set up any brackets or anything yet. We're still talking about ban lists and things. So Nirvana comes out and is immediately snagged by a cocoon trap. So that works out very well for Void. And Salsin decides to charge up. Now Void has no resources at this point, and that is problematic. Problematic indeed. Salsin discards into mana, setting up a counterspell perhaps for later on, or try to build up towards a nature spell. Lucky blows by that Tsubaki. Now the cocoon will die, and the flying sword has died, which means that Salsin has no damage dealing creatures on the board. So Void can charge up, which is what he does. Tsubaki kills the cocoon. Rhino King gets a little bit more damage off. Tsubaki gets yet more energy, so she's pretty much guaranteed to kill like Salsin's entire field when she goes down. Which is, yeah, it's going to be awkward. So Golden Bomb Squad comes out. We'll see how that works out, and then Salsin continues to charge up. The Flying Sword comes back out. Tsubaki's ability activates. Gets split between all three. That is quite unfortunate for Void. That's not really what he was looking for. He wanted either the Flying Sword dead or number 13 dead. A lot of things dead. Oh, the Magic Gourd Bomb is coming out. Okay, so he's sacrificing his Tsubaki, but he's clearing the entire field. So Tsubaki's ability activates, kills new number 13. The Magic Gourd Bomb carries on, wipes out that. And now both players are more or less, well, they are in fact equal in terms of resources. Salsin summons a elephant in order to block that Rhino King. He is facing Fatal, and Void does have enough nature resource now to summon a hunt. So this could be game. This could very well be game for Salsin, and a win for Void if he has... Okay, no, he's gone for a Litchi Fei Ling instead. Oh, okay, to push the Rhino out of the way. Also, Very well done. Servant of Fire comes out. Unnecessary because you have Fatal on the board at this point. You got to be a good sportsman. If you have Fatal, don't play unnecessary cards. But hey, maybe it's just the adrenaline's flowing sometimes, and sometimes you don't realize that you do have Fatal on it, which we assume is the case here because he seems to be thinking about that last move of his. So the Rhino King does manage to land the finishing blow with a Kyung, which I am pretty sure is not what rhinos sound like. And that was nice, very close fight. Both players taking each other's resources right down to the wire. Some very interesting cards coming out for everyone. And an excellent use of Lichy failing to push the Rhino out into the open in order to deal Fatal. Very, very nice. Very nice. Progeny should have killed that Rhino. Apparently. And you can see my phone is having some severe slowdown issues at the moment. But very nice. Very nice, very good going. Okay, so Mist, do you and Black want to have the final fight? You're already having the final fight. Never mind, we'll spectate the end of this and then we'll wrap up. Arc deck works. I don't know what that means. Okay, so, oh, they've only just started. That's fine then. So, Black up at the top with 2 mutants, and Mist down the bottom. I'm pretty sure he had no mutants, but 1 HP was just dropped because of Fene's ability. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so, and Calagon, Black charges up, and... Okay, Miss Zero has decided to showcase some C1 cards. Alright, so I'll try to pop these open for people to read them, because I'm guessing that most people haven't seen the C1 cards before. Alright, so this should be quite interesting. And Calagon decides to charge rather than to do anything about the archer, so he manages to get 3 damage off, which is pretty nice, and Mist can now level up. It was my deck, was it? Ah, okay. Everything except for Alron from my guide. Ah, okay. I see. Oh, nice. I make so many of them. I just forget what decks I've made. Unless it's a Warlord deck. I remember all of those. Out comes another one. Again, I'll just pop him open. Private Park Seong Jun. Very interesting card. And more damage comes out. Rare card. Yeah, you got a lot of these C1 cards missed. Very nice, very nice. I have a handful myself, but not as many as I should. I was around when the first C1 collaboration came out, but I didn't pick anybody up. Stone Curse comes out to deal with that Progeny. Sorry, I was reading your comment. To deal with that new number 13, which is quite interesting. And a Witch Giorzera. Now that is interesting. Okay, so the archer will hit Giorzera, but his ability will not kick in. Oh, Urgent Arrest comes out. That is brutal. Now that's an expensive card, Urgent Arrest. It's the white version of Capture, although it does drop everything down to 0 or 1. 0 attack and 1 health and 1 defense. A C1 deck, it's nice. Trap, cries Pegasus again. Yes. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of them right now. It's awesome. Okay, so Calagon decides to charge up. Oh no, that's interesting. Giorzera technically killed the Petrification, which summoned a dead version of Petrification, but did in fact free new number 13. Unfortunately, the dead did get shunted into the middle slot, so number 13... Oh, is she going to... No, she can't. Number 13 did not summon the ability, even though... Possibly she should have. Interesting, interesting. Flame Emission comes out, taking care of the archer, and Park. It will take care of Park when number 13's damage goes off. Giorzera is still on the field and does demand an answer, but he's decided not to answer it. Interesting, interesting. So the Flying Sword comes out, hopefully. Yes, oh, good. I was hoping that the Flying Sword would be the one that would killed, because that's just much more interesting. Here comes another C1 card. I'll pop that one open. Sergeant Park Bumku, apparently. Don't ask me. Basically a Shadow Vampire kind of card. And down goes that poor number 13, who has just not been having a good day. Trapped in there, her swords all turned into undead swords, walloped in the face with missiles, drained to health by a salary man. Man of Vampire +1 comes out and drains the health that Bumku just drained. But but then immediately dies, but that's still okay. He still retains all of the HP and attack and all the rest of it. Paralyzing Bullet comes out and deals 6 damage and paralyzes the creature, which is okay, fair enough. He's just trying to keep his Salaryman alive. Out comes the Grave Robber of Jerna. Wow, another card we just do not see very often, so that is very cool. Again, I'll pop that one open because a lot of people may not have actually seen it before. And out comes the Shadow Vampire, who drains a lot of health from a lot of things. So both players just going back and forth. Out comes a Tsubaki. If this Tsubaki can survive the Gyorzara ability activation, then that's going to work out really well. Turn to Frog on... Oh, okay, onto that guy. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Okay. Personally, I think I probably would have gone for Gyorzara. That's the huge threat right now. But no, he was lucky. Okay. Shadow Vampire got killed instead of Tsubaki. So Tsubaki is going to, hopefully, survive and deal her ability damage. The Paralyzing Bullet comes out once again and hammers into the dead, paralyzing it long enough for the Grave Robber of Jerna to deal fatal damage. Pegasus is a big fan of Tsubaki, apparently. She is a good card. Finally, that Gyorzara dies. Down goes the Frog, and the Grave Robber of Jerna is badly injured. Not badly enough to, you know, just outright kill it, but it's not necessary because there goes the fatal damage. Wow, that was just back and forth and back and forth. Fantastic. Excellent fights. Excellent. Good decks on both players' sides. My sort of badge of super fun goes to Miss Zero for his C1 deck, which is just awesome. Those are a lot of fun. That was your police deck. Oh, it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So you have the Sergeant, you have the Urgent Arrest, you have all of those guys. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I like it. You've been playing since the beta, Mist. Yeah. It shows all those cards and things. Wait, what is this one up top? What are you? Why won't you let me look at you? Nah, I don't care. Okay, that was, I think, a pretty awesome fight to finish on. A C1 policeman deck, all about capturing and cops and sergeants and salarymen and all those kind of things. A lot of fun. And of course, on the other side, I think Calagon's interesting deck as well with Tsubaki, which is apparently one of Pegasus's favorites. And she's a good card. I do like her very much myself. Okay, police the Korean guy. Well, yeah, there are a lot of them in there. Are policemen. The Sergeant Park Bum Koo is a cop, and the Urgent Arrest is obviously a cop card and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like these themed decks, especially when they use cards you just don't see very much, like these C1 cards. Okie dokie. All right. So we will finish up there because that is over 3 hours. In fact, I will. Link the Discord chat one last time. This is for Arcanauts if you would like to get involved in the upcoming Mabinogi Duel tournament, or if you would like to talk to me about Mabinogi Duel or anything else, if you would like to play with me in Mabinogi Duel or anything else, stop by, make yourself known, have a chat. It's a very friendly place. I make sure of that. So stop on by and have some fun. And that's about that. Thanks very much to everybody who came to the stream and got involved in the chat, got involved in the fights, and who actually stuck around through that irritating little internet kerfuffle that we had. I apologize for that. Hopefully it won't happen again, but hey, it's Scotland, who knows, right? And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Thanks even more for getting involved, and a super special thank you to all the Arcanauts who have subscribed so far. I'll see you guys next week, or in the Discord chat, or on subreddit. Until then, have fun and good luck.